Well, good morning, Poppa-D riders. We are headed out to do a loop today of Needles Highway, the Custer Wildlife Loop, and the Iron Mountain Road. And we'll wind up over in Custer and get some breakfast. That's right, we're going to do all these roads before breakfast. Even though it's really bright out here right now, it's only about 7 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to have a late breakfast, but we're going to have a breakfast nonetheless. But we want to get out here and ride these roads before it gets busy, and hopefully get out to the wildlife loop while we still see some wildlife. This is actually the first day we've done a riding like this in the Black Hills since we've been here. I've been busy with the Monster Mile finish line party, and you've probably already seen that video because I want to edit it before I do any of these rides. But in these rides, I'll actually try to talk to you about the best way to approach these routes. You can ride, this is all a loop that you can ride in one day. And so what we're going to do is we left Rapid City and we're on Highway 16 headed toward Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse. And going this direction, this is the best way I think you should ride the loops if you only can ride it one time. And that's because it puts you in a direction where at the end, when you do Iron Mountain Road, you'll be facing Mount Rushmore when you go through the tunnels. If you're going the other direction, you won't see Mount Rushmore in the tunnels. And that's a really important thing when you're riding Iron Mountain Road, to see those, see how they built the road specifically for that mountain and for that monument. So if you come out of Rapid City, right here at this exit, you want to take 16 west toward Hill City and Crazy Horse. And what that does, when you get through Hill City, you're going to look for Highway 87 to go to the Needles Highway. There's a big sign there. I'll show it to you when we get there. And that'll put you on Needles Highway. You drive Needles Highway to the end, and then we'll head out to the Wildlife Loop. So let's just do Needles for now, and I'll catch back up with you guys in just a little while. Guys, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you that are subscribed to the channel. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button and come hang out with me some. Come ride with me again sometime. And let's get into today's video. You want to follow these signs that say Mount Rushmore via 244 and 16. So keep just headed this way. We haven't got to Hill City yet, but there's an intersection up here. I want to make sure you make the correct turn. All right, guys, we're headed into Hill City right now. And, you know, when you come to the rally, every one of these little towns out here are hosting it. And so it's the Black Hills rally, even though it says Sturgis, it's all the Black Hills. And we're an hour plus away from Sturgis right now. So, you know, we're just going to ride through Main Street. I don't think we have to, but we're going to. When you come down through Main Street during the rally, and actually I think I skipped Main Street, it's over there. There'll be bikes parked on both sides of it. I actually took the bypass around, and that's okay. But the next block over, both sides of the road and down the center of it, it'll be motorcycles only. And they route the cars through here on the truck route during the rally. So if you come through and you're in a hurry, don't want to stop in Hill City, come this way. Miss all the bikes and all the traffic. If you want to see all that excitement, go ahead. This will be Main Street back to our right here, and we just kind of bypassed. Right down there is Main Street. And as you're leaving Hill City, right here to the left is a good place to stop and fuel up before you go out on the ride. Grab you some snacks. They actually have really good chicken out of that store right there. I've had it before and went out to Custer State Park and had a picnic with my family. So, good time to do that. Because once you leave Hill City, there's not going to be a lot of other places to stop along the route. Right here to the right is the Rather J Bar Ranch. It's a campground. First time I came out here, my son and I camped in that campground for a couple of days while we explored the area. Really nice campground. They have a pancake breakfast there every morning. You know, we had a great time staying here And that was the trip that got me into doing these long distance rides. So when you come here, if you go left here on 244, that takes you back up to Mount Rushmore, up by the Profile View. And it's a nice ride, but I would like to ride it the other direction. And then the very next intersection up here is where we want to turn to get on Needles Highway. So we'll say Sylvan Lake, Needles Highway, Highway 87 South, next left. As Bill Engvall would say, here's your sign. All right, guys, we are on the Needles Highway. All right, guys, let's enjoy this ride. Best thing I can tell you to do is just don't get in a hurry on these roads. And during the rally, don't get close to that yellow line. Here's the road up ahead, guys. Climbing up. Take your time, enjoy the view. Make sure you stay attention to the road and just enjoy the ride, guys. Man, oh man, this is beautiful. It's the first of many tunnels we will go through today. All right, guys, I got to pay a fee here, and I got to get my money out because I hadn't done that yet. Have to go pay our fee. Typically, later in the day, there'll be somebody here to take cash, but they got a machine here to pay it, so we're gonna go do that. All right, got our fee. So I guess when you come through and pay cash, they give you a little like bracelet to put on your bike. But when you come early, when there's nobody at the station, you pay with a card, they give you a receipt. You put your license tag number in, and they give you a receipt. So we all have our passes now. Terry and Mike came over here yesterday, so they had the little bracelets on their bike. But Van and I had the receipts. Early morning, the sun gonna be right in your eyes. All right, guys, we're gonna be climbing up to the Needle Eye and the first tunnel on this side once you get into actual Custer State Park. All right, guys, we stopped at the Needles Eye Tunnel Overlook. Let's walk around here for a minute. I've seen some other folks do this. I'm gonna see if my fat butt can do it. Hey, Mike, I'm gonna go up this way if you want to climb up. All right. See if I can do this without killing myself, holding the phone and not putting my hand down. I might not be able to get up through here. I'm a fat man, so I probably won't be able to make it. That hurt myself. Let's see. Yeah.
You thought you were going to climb the eye.
No.
Oh, no.
I don't think you can climb that one.
Yeah, I got a picture of somebody up there.
Well, yeah.
I don't have climbing shoes. These boots.
No, like just scrambling a little bit. We scrambled there. It was hard on my fat butt.
Yeah.
And I used to go hiking and cramp, but when I got up there, I saw that little, because you have to go to that little narrow part right there, right?
Yeah.
Ain't no way I'm scrambling that.
The 15-year-old.
All right, guys, I couldn't fit through there, but
Where are you guys from?
some folks that were in there with me climbed up to that viewing point. Mike's going around there right now, but I want to show you why this is called the Needles Eye Tunnel. It's not the tunnel. It's the Needle Eye rock that's on this side of the tunnel. So just before you go through the tunnel, to the right, there's the Needle's Eye. See how that looks like you're going to be able to thread it, just like you would a needle. So this rock formation here is the Needle's Eye, not the tunnel. And I'm going to see if that young lady's still up there. It looks like she's already come down. But that rock ledge that I was scrambling on, and my fat butt can't do it anymore, takes you out where you are right about there, standing and looking down into the tunnel. All right, we're gonna ride through there. All right, this is a cool spot, guy. We're going to the other side of the tunnel.
Picture don't do this justice. You know, you can send it to people, show people, but unless they come and actually see it and smell it and feel it and hear it and just look at it. You know, I'm in awe all the time. You know, just simple things, you know, that we got and that a lot of us take for granted.
Absolutely.
And that's what it is.
You can't feel the sun on your face in the picture.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're right here taking every sense in.
Thank you. And you know, the sun off the rocks, the sun off the trees, you know, just, and you wonder, some of the trees that grow, you wonder what's happened to them. You know, they grow and then they look withered and beat up, but then you really wonder what's really happened.
This place is still here doing this, even when you go home. Right, at midnight, it's still here doing this. You know what I mean? This is what it is, and it's like, how many people don't see it? You know, I'm just not going to go. It's easier to sit on the couch and watch National Geographic.
No. I did needles at night, at midnight.
At midnight?
Yeah, at midnight. I wrote it at midnight.
Why?
Just me and my twin brother.
To have the experience?
Just to have the experience.
That's awesome, man.
I like going to Rushmore at 9:30 p.m.
And so you're out here with your twin brother making memories.
Making memories.
Living life, making memories. Hey, Van, you want to lead a little bit? With any luck, we'll see some wildlife on the wildlife loop. See how narrow it is, this guys. You need to make sure you stay on your side of the road, especially in a rally. You really maybe not be able to help it, but there's gonna be bikes right there and cars, and sometimes it's just barely wide enough for a car to go by you. That was perfect timing. Some areas are tighter than others, obviously. Buffalo are dangerous. Do not approach. Don't worry, I don't plan on it, but sometimes you don't have a choice. They approach you. They block you on the road. One lane tunnel. Listen to those tap performance pipes rumble, buddy. All right, guys, as you're coming south here on Needles Highway, if you turn right here left on the Playhouse Road, that will take you back toward Iron Mountain Road. So if you don't have enough time to do the entire loop and go way out in the Custer State Park to the wildlife loop, turn there and it'll take you out to Iron Mountain Road, right beyond where the Spokane Creek campground is. So that's the road so the tractor trailers can get supplies over here to the playhouse, and they just kind of skirts in between there. So it's a great little cutoff a lot of people don't know about. I just turn left there. I know they resurfaced it because 2 years ago when I went down it, all the pavement was pretty much gone in several places. They were resurfacing it, so should be a good ride through there now. Check it out sometime. All right, guys, when you get to the end of Needles and you come out to Highway 16, just make sure you follow the signs to go out to, I think it's Blue Bell or something campground. It may say State Lodge as well. I can't remember. But I do know that I believe you turn right up here. There should be a sign to tell us which way to go to the wildlife loop. Yeah, the Blue Bell Lodge. We want to go that way. You want to turn right here to go to the wildlife loop road.
Man, was that not cool?
It was cool, buddy. It was cool. My receipt's in the trunk.
What's that?
My receipt's in the trunk. I paid with the card thing this morning. They had me put my license tag in there.
Oh, the GS.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah.
got that?
Me and him got that, and the other two guys were here yesterday. They're the band.
Okay.
Yep. Good morning. All right, guys, we're in Custer Wildlife Loop. So we made our way into Custer State Park on the Wildlife Loop in search of wildlife. Hopefully we'll find some to check out. Well, we hadn't seen any wildlife yet, but we did find some animals. My son and I call these the junk food mules. They're wild burros that are out here, and they greet the visitors wanting handouts, and most people don't mind. So we continued on to see if we could find some more wildlife. All right, guys, we found a bison crossing. This is a Custer State Park Wildlife Loop traffic jam. Can you imagine millions of them, though? Yeah, but when they want to, they can get it. That's right. Turn the bikes off, because I was at Yellowstone one time and they said if they're in the rut, the boom 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 of your bike sounds like a buffalo bull growling or whatever, grunting, sounds like a bull buffalo grunting, and they'll charge you. In Yellowstone I've seen this before as well, where you have three together. So I think the one in the middle is probably the juvenile. So mom, the juvenile, and Papa at the back there. Oh, they just want to stand in the road now like, yeah, y'all aren't going anywhere. You think you're going somewhere, but you're not. Oh, Lord, they're coming from both directions now. He let me know who's king of the road, that's for sure. Come on, back up. Come on back. Hey. He was blocking for them other ones. He was waiting on them to get up here with that baby. He's like, no, you ain't coming through here. What I'm saying is, he knew that baby was coming. He wasn't gonna let me go up there. They're protecting that baby right there. Look how big those cats are, man. Wow. Thank you, Lord. What you think about that, guys? Man, those bison aren't playing around. They're protecting their babies. They're protecting their babies. And he stood there, he knew that baby was coming and wouldn't let us go. You know, on this bike, man, you don't have any protection. So, yeah, I was pretty close because I thought I was gonna be able to go around behind him, and he did the loop-de-loop. Trust me, guys, they can move faster than you think. All right, let's head on over to Iron Mountain Road. All right, guys, we just finished with the wildlife loop. When you come back out to Highway 16A, take a right, and that's going to take you down here to the wildlife loop. But be aware, buffalo are not just back there in that part of the park. They can be over here as well. As a matter of fact, I didn't have the cameras on, but when we came out of the Custer wildlife loop, there was a big bison right there in the center of the road. And I saw a car, he was blocking my view of the bison. So as soon as the car moved, ooh, he was right in front of me. So we had to sit there again for just a couple of seconds till he got out of the way. All right, so when you come out, this is where they collect the money on the way into the state park area of Custer State Park, the fee area, I guess. And you want to turn left immediately on the Iron Mountain Road after you come out of that exit. And now we are on the Iron Mountain Road, and we'll be facing Mount Rushmore as we go that direction. When I was out here in 2020 with my friends, we camped on this road at the Spokane Creek campground, and just a few of these curves around, there was an entire herd there, and we got caught up in between them. And that was an exciting morning. That's all I'll say about that. But yeah, had some more excitement today, as you saw. Now let's get on over here and enjoy the Iron Mountain Road. That dude was all the way in my lane. That's why you don't hug that yellow line right there. Hey guys, I want to show you something. Look here. That right there is where my ram mounts go. Good thing I've got a spare that I can put in there. This just broke off in my hand as I was trying to change the camera off. Yeah, not good. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I want to remind you to get out there and ride your bikes and live life and make memories. I'll have a video out of the rest of this day at a later point. Be blessed. Thank you for riding along. I'll catch you on the next ride.